What is up, guys? Welcome back to History Guy here. And before we get into episode 2, playing here on Close Combat: The Bloody First, I want to go back and just talk about the last episode. If you didn't see the previous episode, there's a link in the description below that will take you back to that. But honestly, it was my first time out on this game, and I just want to show how just a couple of minor decisions at the beginning of the fight can make a tremendous difference in the outcome. I did 2 things this time in replaying this. Number one, as I mentioned in the previous episode, wanting those mortar teams. I brought 2 60mm mortar teams, made a huge difference, gave me a lot of cover, gave me protection to be able to fire on frontline units while I moved my guys up. The second thing I did was I moved everybody up at the beginning so that they were in a stronger position. So I had this nice strong front line to begin this battle. And so by doing those 2 simple things, I made a dramatic change in the outcome of this battle. In fact, instead of it being fairly even, I ended up only losing 2 men killed and inflicted 25 casualties on the German army. So completely different outcome, and that takes us right into the next fight, which is the defense of Sbiba Ridge. So that's where we're going to start. I hope you enjoy. Field Marshal Erwin Rommel has divided his forces, sending troops and tanks from 21st Panzer north towards Sbiba, while the rest of the Afrika Corps strikes west. So it looks like I have to maintain position on Sbiba Ridge, and if the opportunity presents, counterattack and drive the Germans back. So I'm pretty content, I think, to just hold, dig in, defend Sbiba Ridge, and stop the advance of German panzers. You have mortar, artillery, and air support. Use this firepower to pin the German infantry, then pick off the tanks with your anti-tank guns. Your rifle and tank hunter teams also have anti-tank rifle grenades, though these are weapons of last resort. So heavy advantage to the Germans this time. I've got to use these support elements wisely. Let's see what happens when it auto-assigns. Okay, 3 anti-tank guns. Those are going to be crucial to this. I feel like I want to have at least one. Got a lot of BAR teams. I can probably sacrifice one of those BAR teams for some mortars. So let's go with one section of 60mm mortars, which I will have to use very wisely, but I just like to have that option. I feel like there might be a situation that would arise where I might say, man, I wish I had some mortars right now. So I think I can sacrifice one of those teams for that. All right, so here we go. We're actually not even at Sbiba Ridge. Sbiba Ridge must be back this way somewhere. So I feel like it's not a huge priority for me to hold my current positions. So I'm feeling like maybe I fall back to here somewhere and get the key thing is putting these anti-tank guns in a place where they're going to actually have a view of the enemy. So where will that be is the question. That I can put them without also sacrificing them. I feel like putting them up on this ridge might actually be a disadvantage because it might be hard for them to fire down. So I'm kind of feeling like right here, and it's just kind of tricky how sometimes, there we go. So right here is going to give me a view kind of down this path. I just want to cover all of the places that the tanks might come. And then everybody else is just there to kind of watch and wait. Can't see much from here. It doesn't seem like the best spot for an anti-tank gun. What about way up here? I don't know what the range is on these things. Again, that doesn't cover anything down here. Neither does that really, but darn it. I just don't know. All right, let's get the rest of these guys in position, and then we'll start the battle. Okay, I feel like I've got this about as well as I can without knowing what's going to happen. So I've put a 30 cal team and some BAR teams behind this fence here. I've got a 30 cal team down in this corner to maybe get a different angle of fire. I've got some more, a BAR and rifle team here. I've got a BAR team here. I'm a little nervous about that one, but I wanted somewhere that I could cover. I've got a BAR team there. I got an anti-tank gun watching this approach. An anti-tank gun up here, though, I don't know how good their sight's going to be. It seems like mostly they're only going to see a little bit down this road, but then cover that area too. And then another one up here, and same thing. I'm just having a really hard time getting a good view on this area, so I'm just going to have to kind of hope. You know what? Let's pull this guy down here and see what happens. See, nobody can see that spot. I don't know why that is. It's just something about the terrain here that it's making almost impossible to see in there. What if I put him in here? Boy, that's an ugly spot too. There's just no good place to get a view down that road. So we're just going to hang tight for now. I'll stick him up here and we'll go. And I'm going to hang on to my support elements. My heavy mortar, my artillery. I'm going to wait until the battle has well ensued and I see that he's pinned down somewhere and sitting tight so that I know I've got time, because it takes a while to get those things firing. All right.
Barrage available.
We've got a Panzer. I can't see it. No. Panzer 4 and a Panzer 3. And again, I just have to be patient and let him come into my killing zone instead of trying to get aggressive and go after him. So it might take a little while for that to happen. Alright, here we go. He's starting to move up his Panzer 3. He's moving a couple of infantry units as well. So again, we're just going to wait. Looks like that Panzer's coming up this way, which is kind of ideal because that's the area I've got covered the best. We can't see him yet, but we'll get there. Make sure all these guys are behind the fence. Looks like they are. I think if we give them ambush orders, they'll come right up to it. These guys are like out in front of the fence a little bit, and I don't like that. Let's get them back behind. There we go. Okay, he's up here. Can we see him from the other one? Looks like they're trying to get into the action, so maybe. What the heck? There we go. Fire! Let's take this thing out before it gets too close. Here he comes. I don't understand this. There we go. Not quite yet. Oh, he's got another vehicle up in here now too. So he's going for my left, it appears. Keep going, Panzer. Come right into that zone. Oh, he's firing down on me now. Gotta be careful here. These guys don't have a view of him. He's in a little pocket right there. Ooh. Yeah, if you're firing on me, that means I can fire on you, buddy. Alright, this might be the time to fire up the mortars. Speaking of mortars, I have a mortar team. Where are they? There they are. They can't fire from here, though. I gotta get them moved. I've got them all the way down here. That Panzer sitting in that spot where he can't see me, but I can't see him. I can't fire on. Oh, jeez, no. He just wiped out my anti-tank team up there. That's a problem. And there's this little ridge right here that's preventing me from getting a shot on him. Jeez. Oh, here he comes. Now that he took out that anti-tank team. Darn it. And I can't hit him from there. Jeez. Okay, where's my last resort, folks? Get up there and hit him. I have to almost fire on my own men at this point because of where this Panzer is. These BAR teams ought to be able to do something too. Maybe it's the rifle team that can do that. Come on, guys. Alright, I did cause a couple casualties with my heavy mortar attack, so that's good. There's a hit on the Panzer. Get another one before he wipes these guys out. Here comes the other one now. Gotta take out this Panzer so I can get fired on the other one. Jeez. Where's my mortar team? They're setting up. Okay. Alright, we've got to take this Panzer. Got a good view at him from 110 yards now. I just gotta land the shot. He's sitting sideways to me, which is kind of ideal. It's better than him facing directly at my anti-tank gun. Come on, guys. What's going on over here? Because I feel like this might be a good time for artillery. There's the Panzer. He's out. I think. No, he's not. He's caused another casualty. Another casualty on the Panzer, but still he isn't taken out. Hopefully this tank hunter team can finish him off. He's holding back that Panzer IV, which really surprises me. Hoping that I land some really nice hits with the artillery. I think they're still, yeah, they're adjusting their fire. They're trying to zero in. I gotta take this thing out. He is doing a number on my infantry right now. infantry's pulling out.
Pick up your weapon.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get all the way up to here to be able to take this Panzer out. Although it looks like he's not doing anything, so maybe he is taking out. Just got to be super careful here. Oh, there's the artillery. Didn't look like I did anything much. Where's that other Panzer? He's still out here somewhere. He's just hanging back in the back. I'm still winning the battle in terms of the morale. I gotta take this thing out. Oh, Wright got separated. He's the guy I need. He's the one that's routed, the one that's got the rifle grenade. Alright, mortar team. I think these guys are going for the ridge, so that's where we're gonna fire. It's starting to kind of freeze up a little bit of lag. Let's get the mortars landed on that spot. Hopefully we can take them out. Yep, got one there, but I think that was from rifle fire. So far, so good. It doesn't feel like it, but I'm definitely winning the morale battle, and that's the key thing here. Still got 25 rounds left with my anti-tank gun. And I've still got an airstrike available. Might be able to strafe these guys. I don't know if 60mm mortars can do. Oh, there's the airstrike, and we didn't hit anybody. All right, awesome. I don't know if mortars can do anything to these. I'm going to give it a try, see what happens. Oh. Alright, I'm not sure what else I really need to do except sit tight. He's still just hanging out with his Panzer IV. Here comes this guy. Come on, guys. Take him out. If I take this guy out, I feel like I'll be on my way to winning. My tank hunter team got separated. Rifleman's not going to do anything to them, so I'm kind of stuck here. I don't have anybody that can do anything to that. Yeah, he's not going to fire. Alright, what else can I do? BAR team, mortar team, another BAR team. I mean, I can move this anti-tank gun and hopefully get lucky, but that's the only one I've got on this side, so if he brings the Panzer down the road, I've got trouble. I don't know why this anti-tank gun's having such trouble with him. Let's see if we can get my tank hunter team reunited. I don't know where the other guy is. But maybe if they're no longer separated, I can bring him up with that rifle grenade. Oh, that's what I was afraid of in moving that thing. Darn it. Big mistake. Now I have really nothing that can take these guys out on this side. Darn it. That was a mistake. Big time. One killed, one unconscious, and the rest breaking. Alright, last resort at this point is my mortar team, and I'm a little nervous about firing this close to where my BARs are. I just don't know that the mortar's even going to have an effect on him.
Get me out of here.
Where's my rifle team? Rifle team has grenades. That's all. Of course, the rifle grenadier is the one guy who's dead in that unit. The guy that I need. Same with my tank hunter. He just the guy I need is the guy who's out. All right, I'm landing hits now. It's not causing any damage. I guess we're kind of stuck here for now. So let's go ahead and skip ahead and see what happens. All right, so the morale has shifted in his favor because he's moved this guy right up in here where he can get on me. So I have no choice now but to move this anti-tank gun into position where I can take this guy out, and hopefully soon, or I am in big, big trouble. Hopefully by moving that doesn't invite him to move his Panzer into position. I just can't lose this anti-tank gun, and that's what I'm really worried about at this point. I'm also worried about this BAR team being right where it is, so we're going to sneak out of there with whoever's left. Got to get these guys to where they can see. They're almost there. Just hope he doesn't take me out before I take him out. Come on, guys. Still no view. He's aimed right at me, though. So he's probably going to fire on me before I even get a shot off. There's something about that little ridge right there, that he's in a perfect spot to where I can't hit him. I've got to come this way. What does a guy got to do to get a shot on this thing? Oh, so he's saying that target's already destroyed? It doesn't look like it. Alright, I'll take your word for it. In that case, I'm not sure why we're having such trouble here. Mortar. Fire on these guys. Out of range. Mortars don't have much of a range, do they? Move, move, move. Alright, I guess we took this thing out when it got up close. And there went the rest of my anti-tank team. I've got to inflict a little bit more casualties before this thing's over. Oh, he's got a team right up here. Armored car. It looks like he's still sitting in it, but it's not there. Alright. There, we took him out. Still having a little trouble kind of selecting some of these guys. In position. Alright, mortars, can you hit him now? I know he's there. I've got a slight advantage now. Thankfully, he isn't moving that Panzer IV up. Because I'd be in trouble if he did.
I can't take it anymore.
Oh, don't run. Get this BA. Well, no, not back there. I do not understand what's happening right now. Controls are getting a little wacky on me. And it keeps locking up a bit. Remember, the game just came out, so it's still got some glitches, some things that are going to have to be patched up. 5 minutes to go. I've really got to take out this Panzer Grenadier team here. Still out of range? Is it because I might be out of shots? That's why. They're saying they're out of range because they're out of mortar shots. So now they're just basically a rifle team. And he wiped out my BAR team. Jeez. Not my finest hour. Although I'm holding really well on this side because he hasn't really attacked me over here. Oh, here comes the Panzer IV. He's finally firing on me, but I think I'm in a pretty safe spot. Still, considering that I mostly had all these rifle units against vehicles, and I lost most of my ability to take out vehicles early in the battle, I think I'm doing okay. This battle's far from over on this particular battlefield, though. Alright, let's see if he'll take the truce. Probably not, because it's AI. Alright, he's coming into my killing zone. That's perfect. I got a lot of firepower down here. There we go.
Get me out of here. We're doomed.
Who's panicking?
We're doomed.
How can these guys be panicking at this point? Because he's got high ground.
Heads down. Get me out of here.
Alright, you guys just keep his attention for just a second. We'll send our mortar team in there to deal with him.
I can't take it anymore. We're doomed.
Man, everybody's panicking from this MG up there on top. That makes sense. Oh yeah, hello.
Coward.
We're kind of pulling a Leroy Jenkins here. We're just running right up to him.
Down. Get back here. We're doomed.
There, stop panicking, you guys. We got the MG. It's under control. Now let's real quickly, with a minute and a half to go. Oh, there's another vehicle. But this is kind of a little spot right there where I don't think he can hit me. If we can get down in there without panicking. That should... Oh man, he still has a slight advantage. Alright, this is going to come down to the wire. Oh yeah, if we could take that thing out, that would be huge. Nah, we can't hit him. Yeah, this one's going to end pretty much in a draw, I think. Unfortunately, no way to fast forward things at all. So we just got to kind of sit and wait it out.
We're doomed. We're doomed. Keep your heads down.
Okay. Allied minor victory. So let's take a look at the losses. Pretty even, considering I took all of those early hits to my anti-tank weapons. We killed one of the armor. We killed an officer, killed 5 soldiers, 23 wounded. I lost 8 killed, which really kind of stinks, but we held the ground. So that's the main thing. Let's take a look at specifically the soldiers. You can kind of see what we lost, what we didn't. A lot of Purple Hearts to go around, but that's about it for now. So not a lot happened there, unfortunately. Looks like we're going to continue probably on the same map. Yep. Going to continue to fight on the same map. Hopefully I can kind of re-engage with a little bit better situation this time. So let's go ahead and continue that fight. I know it's going to make for a long battle, but I just want to keep one battle to one, to one video, not revisit the same one again and again. So we're going to continue right where we left off, and hopefully we can very quickly dispatch this unit this time. So pretty much holding the same ground. He's got a little bit more, but again, I've just got to be careful not to screw things up too bad. All right, time to continue. Let's see what we're up against. He's got a lot down here this time. I'm not real crazy about some of my locations. Oh, he's got an anti-tank gun now, and looks like we already scored a hit on it. Let's get another one. Nice. That's one of his anti-tank guns I just completely wiped out. He's got another one right here. He's got the Panzer IV is right there. Looks like I can't quite hit it. Alright, I'm calling in artillery on that spot right now. I want to score an early, decisive blow this time. He's got an anti-tank gun up here too. Alright, we're going to call in the mortars on these guys. Gotta hope for a direct hit with the artillery. He's gonna do some firing to, oh, who's panicking already? These guys. Oh, that first artillery hit, which was basically just to kind of find the range, looks like they nailed a pretty solid hit. Already a big hit to his morale. We might be able to make quick work of this if we play this right. If I can take out that Panzer. Here goes my anti-tank gun up here. Bad shit. He's concentrating his firepower up here. Oh, he's pulling back before I can get the artillery in there. Oh, that artillery shot was a little close for comfort there. Now that happened. I mean, if you look throughout history, friendly fire caused a lot more casualties, I think, than most people realize. Most wars, in the recent history, it's actually a lot worse, like Vietnam and Desert Storm. But even in World War II, I think it was something like 15 to 20% of all casualties for the Americans were caused by friendly fire. My closest relative who died in World War II, which was a first cousin of my grandmother. His name was Harry Wilson. He was in the infantry. He was killed in Avricourt, France. And we actually, for a long time, didn't know what happened to him. We would visit, we take my family to visit his grave every year on Memorial Day to pay our respects. He was in the 44th Division. And, oh boy. But I actually tracked down a guy who was in his unit, which was Company E of the 114th Infantry. And he had a diary that he had kept, and he actually recorded what happened, and it was friendly artillery fire that killed Harry. There's my artillery, and it did take some out. The shots landed short. They exploded in a tree above Harry's platoon. Harry was the only one who was killed, but his platoon leader and a few others were severely wounded. But it just, you know, it kind of felt worse, I think, somehow, to know it was friendly fire, even though we know that happens. Nice! Boy, those mortars did a nice job. Dang. Mortars did better than the artillery did. Caused some major casualties. So that was well played for me on the mortars and the artillery that time around. We just got to worry about this Panzer IV. That's really my only concern at this point. Otherwise, it's gone really, really well. I've just got to sit tight. I don't really want to do anything too aggressive at this point. Who's panicking now? These guys down here. Oh, you're not in the best position. I can see that. I don't think I have mortar team anymore. I don't this time around. If that'd come in handy, I could really be launching some mortars on these guys right now. Where's my other anti-tank team? Did they get wiped out? They did. Both anti-tank teams have been destroyed. Oh boy, that's the problem with having these guys bunched up like this. I'm gonna move the tank hunter team out of there before it's too late and I lose them. Because they're all I've got left. And them and the rifle teams. Oh no! Too late. Lost both of them. Man. The problem with bunching up. Okay, but there's otherwise nothing I can really do here but just sit tight. So let's go ahead and skip ahead and see what happens. Alright, this one's going to end pretty soon. We're down to the 23-minute mark, and you can see that his morale is very, very low. He is starting to move that Panzer IV forward, and that could cause some problems. But I feel like it's probably going to be over before he gets in that position. I fired an airstrike down across this spot here and took out 3 or 4 men. And we've got everybody else pinned, so it's really just a matter of time. And I think if we can get him to break completely, we'll secure this objective. And him being on the advance, he's the one attacking. I'm definitely holding this position well. I don't see any situation where he's able to take me out. This Panzer IV, I do have my anti-tank unit, my tank hunters still available, and I also have rifle teams that are armed with some rifle grenades, which can help if needed. Here we go. So here comes another armored car. Got a 30 cal, got a rifle team. There we go, rifle team's firing there. Grenades on him. Let's see what happens. If we can take that thing out, that might just about do this. Come on, guys. Just need one good shot. Ah, not yet. And tank guns out. And here comes that Panzer IV. He's getting desperate if he's finally moving that thing up. Oh, his morale's starting to move back up again. We need to take this thing out. I know you can't hurt that.
The armor's too thick.
Oh boy, here comes the Panzer. Where's my tank hunters? Oh, my tank hunter team was destroyed too. I am literally completely vulnerable. This platoon reserve, I'm wondering if they're able to kind of jump in and help out with some of this stuff. I don't think that's how it works, but I am in trouble because there's nothing I can do to this tank. Well, we're going to try. Oh, hey, we landed a hit. Okay, we got 2 vehicles up here and not a lot I can do about them. We're trying. Alright, let's see what happens. Alright, it might get ugly here. Panzer's coming right up into the middle of all of my men. anybody do anything to stop this thing? I don't think so. Could use some of those sticky bombs about now.
I can't take it anymore.
Yeah, I would panic too if there was a Panzer right up on me and I had nothing to defend myself with. Oh, he's backing out. Okay. Yeah, we can't hit him from there. So what if... There's not a lot else I can do. What if we start moving down on this target to try and drive the morale down the rest of the way? Maybe that's my best bet. Oh, the tank's gonna come down here now. Oh boy. He does have a unit out here. Let's rush up and get on that wall quick.
Move completed. I can't take it anymore.
Oh, there's another unit there. Darn it. Okay.
Keep your heads down.
I couldn't see him, but he was sitting tight right here.
We're doomed. Get me out of here. On your feet. Get moving. Pick up your weapons.
The only one. Oh boy. Yikes. And now we're sitting in a perfect position for his tank to take me out.
We're doomed. We're doomed. We're doomed. We're doomed. I can't take it. Get back here. I can't take it.
Come on, guys. A lot of guys are panicking here. Where's that tank? Oh, he's right up in the middle of all my guys again. Not a darn thing I can do about it.
Pick up your weapon. The armor's too thick.
Take this guy out. Come on. There we go. Ha 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 ha. Before his Panzer could do anything to me. It's a stalemate. Enemy morale broke and we captured an additional objective, fighting ending in a stalemate. So there we had 5 killed, 16 wounded, 21 total, but we inflicted almost 50 casualties that time. That was huge. So we're going to wrap it up right there. I don't know what's going to happen next, if that fight is going to continue on that entire same map or not. Yeah, it looks like we're still... we're still going to continue to fight on Sbiba Ridge, but Things are a little bit better in my situation now. It's a little bit more balanced, so I feel like I've got the upper hand. I just have to keep holding there. This battle's going to continue for a long time, so we're going to stop there. I know that that was kind of moments of excitement with long moments of not much happening, but that's kind of how this game goes. It's probably not the most entertaining thing to watch, especially when I'm still learning my way and making a lot of mistakes, but I hope you did enjoy it. Please leave some comments in the comment section below, and we're going to continue this every couple of days. So thanks for watching.